Ladies and gentlemen, I have a secret for you today. There's been a sleeper agent here at Yami Noob working tirelessly behind the scenes, tapping away on his computer, making sure that the content you see on here is A-grade, top-notch stuff. He's been whispered throughout the live streams and the scripted videos. It's the one and only producer Logan, and he now joins us in person. Logan, please make your way out of the stage, my friend. Dude,
hey,
good to see you, man.
How you doing?
Yeah, feeling good. He's here, folks. You're not an AI chatbot.
Not an AI chatbot. Despite what you may have read online, I'm a flesh and blood person, motorcycle enthusiast, and I thought it was a good idea to come down, kind of reel you in a little bit. Things are getting a little unhinged flying solo. So yeah, but happy to be here.
What people don't know is that Logan's actually behind a lot of the more unhinged stuff. He is truly black-pilled on the internet. But Logan, if you're gonna be on camera on Yami Noob, I think we need a persona, man.
Sure.
We need some sort of shtick, you know?
Sure. You don't think like the deadpan thing's gonna cut it?
I mean, maybe. You guys let me know if you think Logan's deadpan style is gonna work, but I think you deserve some practice. Go out and do some soul searching, a little bit of homework, develop a few personas, and let's see what you got.
Sure, yeah, let me see what I can cook up.
Cool.
I'll be back.
Shtick. What even is a shtick? How do you even spell that word? Why do I need a shtick? Why can't I just be myself? What's he running from? What sort of character could I be? What's my role in this play? Am I merely a pawn in a larger ecosystem of motorcycle content? I need to be bold. I need to be brash. I need to be original. Come up with something that's never been done before.
All right, Logan, you've had some time to think. What have you got for me?
So I've been cooking some stuff up. Right off the bat, I'm thinking, raise that production value.
Okay.
High production value, high concept ideas, real big picture, heady stuff.
Cool, I like it.
Want to check it out?
Yeah, sure, let me see.
This is The Treachery of Images by René Magritte. In French it says, this is not a pipe. It's an image of a pipe. This pipe's about as real as the goodwill between US and Canada. It's meant to start a conversation about how we perceive media. But what is real is this. And no, it's not what you're thinking. This isn't a motorcycle. It's not even an image of a motorcycle. This is a website I built using Squarespace, the best way to sell your goods and services online. No, tracking. Are you tracking me? Are you
Logan, it just, I hate to say it, but it feels almost too pretentious. I have this weird cheesy taste in my mouth for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. What else have you got?
All right, how about this? We're big on safety, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What is safety-oriented, scalable, and one-of-a-kind original?
Reaction videos.
Reaction videos.
Okay, let's see.
All right, guys, how's it going? Today we're gonna take a look at this electric scooter crash at the crosswalk. We're gonna apply some WOW methods and learn how to avoid situations like this in the future. All right, let's take a look. Okay, first off here, that brings us to our first W in our WOW acronym. That's gonna stand for wetness. Look at these road conditions. It is very wet out there. That's gonna affect your traction, your braking distance, your overall visibility. And that brings us to our O, oncoming traffic. Take a look at these vehicles. These vehicles are so close to making contact with our scooter rider. This is not gonna end well. You always wanna look out for oncoming traffic. Oh, yeah, that's talk about a brown zone moment. Am I right? Okay, that brings us to our third W. That's gonna stand for wreck. You see here, this crossover SUV wrecked with the scooter rider. Let's hope they're okay. That's why I always say, keep that first aid kit on your person, your backpack, your saddlebag. We got those available for sale on the site. Go check it out. Let's make sure they're all right. And they're all right, walking it off.
That's interesting, Logan. I didn't really hear about the WOW acronym in my MSF rider coach training. Where did you hear that?
I think I picked it up maybe on like a podcast.
Okay. Well, I definitely see where your head's at. It is scalable. We can do a lot of it, but I don't know if it really feels like Yami Noob,
Sure.
I know we're safety oriented, but it may be too far.
Sure.
Got anything else?
I'm thinking youth oriented, mobile first, short form content.
We haven't dabbled in short form much before, so let's see if you somehow crack the code.
There's no time like the present.
Wanna spend this time on you right now. Tell me, can you slide on me right now? What you want now? Can I fall through? It's on.
Logan, this makes me feel a little weird.
You think? Like in a good way?
Yeah, I mean, our audience are 97% males. I mean, do they like this kind of stuff?
I mean, it's already got like 25,000 views in the last hour.
I did see that, and it's hard to argue with those numbers, but I kind of want to stick to what we're good at. Why don't we do this? Like, I think the people would like to see you, your personality, your image, your message, but just maybe ratchet it up a little bit.
You really think that could work?
I think it could.
All right, let's give it a shot.
All right, Logan, the floor is yours. Tell the folks on YouTube all about yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Logan from Laguna Beach. My hobbies include kite surfing, gemstone hunting, and I'm of course joking. My name is Logan, not from Laguna Beach, I'm from Michigan originally. Been riding motorcycles for about 6 years. Been working here at Yami Noob for right about 3.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a kind of wild 3 years, a lot of different changes in the channel, changes in my own life, moving all over, doing crazy stuff, but I'm excited to be here.
Well, you've made this one final move because you're here in Austin now locally with us. Yeah. You were in North Carolina before, and like you said, Michigan, so kind of had this cool route all the way to here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just working my way south, running from the snow, pretty much. But.
Pretty much, yeah. And we're actually seated right next to your motorcycle here, the Transalp, right?
Yep, so I've got the Honda Transalp 750. It's been seemed to be colloquially known as like the most boring middleweight adventure bike. I don't find that to be true. I actually enjoy this bike a lot. I think it has a good amount of character from the engine. It's a great all-rounder, you know, light off-roading, commuting, light touring. No one is immune to the middleweight ADV bike around here.
No, we're terminal here at Yami Noob with it. And yeah, with the parallel twin, I mean, I fired this thing up. I was like, it's kind of spicy, you know? We're gonna have to do a dedicated review on this bike. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and I had to kind of go with the Honda, I had to go with the Transalp because it was a smart purchase, right? Very value-driven, a lot of bang for your buck, and I needed to make a smart decision because I have another motorcycle. A Harley-Davidson Sportster 883, 2005, carbureted, and no matter how you slice it, I love that bike. You know, I've had it for 5 years, likely have it forever. Sort of like an heirloom part of my family now. Being from Michigan, you're sort of born into the brothers. Had a lot of different family members and friends that rode Harley-Davidsons or cruisers when I was growing up. So yeah, no matter how smart I get, how much I learn, how many different bikes I ride, I can't deny my love for, a big rumbly V-twin.
Man, you'd think that after saying that, you'd just immediately catch on fire here on Yami Noob. That's heretic talk. I mean, that's pretty crazy. But at the same time, some of the harshest things ever said by Harleys were in fact penned by you here on the channel.
Certainly, yeah. If you're a Harley rider and you've been deeply offended by something we've said about Harley-Davidsons on the channel in the last 3 years, it's a high probability that I'm the one that wrote it. But you know what they say, it takes one to know one.
It's true, and you certainly know them. And also, you're covered in tattoos. You are a very hip guy. So you're living in Detroit, doing some cool stuff, it seems.
Sure, yeah. So I spent my kind of formative 20s in Detroit, played in different hardcore bands. There's a huge DIY punk scene in Michigan, in Detroit. Meanwhile, I was working in the specialty coffee industry. I worked for the company, I'll give them a shout out, Populous Coffee. They treated me great, worked for there for 5 years, was kind of a coffee roaster, and then turned into sort of wholesale sales manager, business development manager type of guy. And then ultimately, when my wife and I chose to move out of state, I had to look for other work and ended up here with the Yami Noob.
Yeah, it seems like you were just kind of speed running the hipster checklist, and I think you've done a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
So folks, give Logan a warm welcome. I'm gonna let him go off and do his own thing, and I'm gonna wrap this video up. All right, folks, let's give producer Logan a warm welcome in the comments down below. You can gently roast him about his tattoo. He's tough, he can take it. And remember, be sure to subscribe. We've got a lot of cool content coming up. The new Yami Noob podcast is being relaunched next week, of course, with producer Logan. We're gonna be doing some dedicated reviews on his Sportster, on his Transalp, and bringing him along for the ride on all future giveaway bikes and fun Yami Noob episodes as well. If you join on YamiNoob.co and become a member, you get access to our infamous Discord server, where he's on there as well with the username Proletariat Prince with a nice blue tag. Thanks so much for checking out today's video. I truly do appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next one. See you later. The WOW acronym, huh? I don't remember learning about that in the MSF Rider Coach. Where did you hear that?
I think I picked it up on...
All right, Logan, the floor is yours. Tell the folk... We're working around some thunderstorms. Tell the boys to be nice to you.
Be nice to me.
That sounded so much conviction.
If you want. I don't know. I think I'll be fine either way.
Let's see what happens. It's like so easy to just like what if this is like all we did?
Keep watching Yummy News.